Hi friends! It's been a while. I know I've been pretty busy during the month of February, but I'm finally here and I kind of want to show you a big change that has happened, and that is my studio transformation. So this was a project that started back in late last year, and I just wanted to create an organized space for improving my packaging Etsy order system and just being able to see all my art displayed. Previously, they were all just kind of hidden in boxes and containers, and it was such a pain to just get stuff out, especially when I had a new order, and just packing and unpacking those boxes back in like a corner of the bedroom. So I finally have a space where I can create. I have my stickers all ready to go in case I do get an order, and just like a space that I can call my own and decorate, and it totally embraces all my personality and vibe. So I'm excited to show you what has transpired and just show you the before and after of the studio space. It's still a work in progress, but I am happy to where it is at now. I just want to share what I have made so far. I'm hoping that this video gives you some insight on transforming your space, even just piecemealing it a little bit. I can share where I got some of my furniture pieces and what I've done to just keep things a little bit more affordable. Certain pieces of furniture were here before the studio makeover, but yeah, I decided to share my process, and thanks again for joining me today. So here we go. I will start on this side of the room first, and this is pretty much where I have most of my inventory, including art prints, stickers, books. So I store all my stuff here, and I also have my packaging supplies when I do get an Etsy order. These are the organizers that I already had before, and this is where I place my stickers. I use this to place my greeting cards, and then on the top shelf is where I keep my packaging supplies accessible, including my business cards, the sticker for when I put on top of my packaging, and then also pens, and then this very nice black ink stamp. And I can show you a little bit of my packaging process. So everything's very accessible, and the bottom here I have my packages, so I'll just show you that, as well as miscellaneous items. And I also have a couple of arts displayed around these little boxes. I got the shelf from IKEA as well as the other shelf on the other side, and I pretty much did a 3D model of the space and putting those pieces together. So that was an effort to just get all the dimensions already, and there were some constraints. As you know, nothing is always perfect. I do have a vent at the bottom of this shelving, so we had to make sure to get the elevated stool to raise the shelf so that the vent is clear. And back here I do have my printer, and that's where I print my labels and print any other things like my backing cards, my thank you notes. This is where I would print. And then I also got this pegboard from IKEA as well, and just started decorating it with some pens, my headphones, and then some stickers. And the shelves down here is where I place my bows and hair accessories. Trying to keep everything organized, and I got some additional organizers within the shelves from the Container Store. I believe they were on sale when I got them at Black Friday last year, so good deals. And I can show you a little bit of the inside of these spaces. But I really like this space because it just organizes and creates a much more efficient system for when I'm packing Etsy orders. And also when I vend, I leave all my inventory here and I take certain quantities from each product, so it's just easy for me to grab and go. So this is my favorite corner of the space. Over on this side is more just an open shelving. I decided to get this in a fun color like blue because it does match one of my brand colors, so I thought this was a perfect shelf that added some contrast to the white walls. So yeah, I have some plant here, this beautiful painted artwork by an artist. I believe she was from LA, and we got this from a local art event. And I have my book displayed, as well as my puzzle and tote bag. Originally I had my stack of puzzles here, but I sold them all out and I need to reorder that, so I don't have all the inventory for the puzzles here, but usually this is where that goes. So I just have my tote bag displayed temporarily. This is usually in the storage because I do like to keep my inventory in an enclosed space so there's no damage to that. So usually the tote bag is not displayed out like this, but for a special occasion, it's displayed here for now. So at the bottom here is where I store some miscellaneous items. I do have my nice cutter here, so I use that to cut my backing cards, thank you notes. So yeah, this is what the shelf looks like. Pretty happy with it, and I really enjoy just looking and coming in and just seeing the whole vibe of the space. It just really feels like me. It makes me very comfortable to sit in a space like this, and I just feel very cozy and just being in a space that really feels like me. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this tour. I also hope that you got some useful tips and things to take into consideration if you do decide to do a studio transformation, a makeover, or even minor upgrades to your own space. It's just whatever that feels comfortable for you, whatever pieces that are also affordable, whatever that can help your business run much more smoothly and efficiently. It just could be so worth it. So it did take a lot of time to, get all the pieces. It took some time to get the printer. We had to go to the IKEA a second time because the pegboard was a different size, so we didn't get the right size the first time, and that happens, right? So it was a long process to get here, but I believe it's so worth it, especially if you want to create a space that feels like you and you can create art properly. So yeah, do little upgrades here and there. It doesn't have to be all at once, but I guarantee you it could be just so nice to have a space that you really enjoy being in and creating art that you love. And speaking of art that you love, I am working on a logo commission, and I'm going to start another sticker art commission as well. So this girl is busy, so I will catch you in the next one. Have a good one. I hope you enjoy this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!